because she was doing the things that
kinda. You was really proud of me.
Oh yeah, I was really proud of you, man. So anyway,
you'll be more proud if you get your money.
She married my mother. I'd be more
proud of her.
But anyway, the thing of it is that she did fall on kind of hard times. So when she came back and said, "Grandma, you know, I'm financially strapped, and you know, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. My car is behind in payments. A couple of months of payments on my car. You know, I need to put the baby in." And she had the beautifulest little boy. So anyway, she said, "I need to put him in daycare so I can go back to school and stuff like that." You know, she said, "I don't have no money." So I said, "Well, you know what?" I said, "I will help you. I will help you. I'll help you get back on your feet. But it's a loan. You know, when you get back up on your feet, pay me my money. You know,
grandparents don't loan money.
That's what kids think.
No, you're my grandmother.
I'm your grandmother and I love you to death, but I want you to pay my money." But anyway,
Daddy's loan money and mother's loan money. I loan money to my kids, they have to pay me back.
So anyway, to finish this out, to make the
how much was the total amount? $1,425? Was that one loan or a series of loans?
No, this was one loan. It was it was on my credit card, and the loan amount totaled out to be $1,425.
And she was to pay you when she got on her feet.
That's correct.
All right, young lady.
I need somebody to give me a chair because I'm still not on my feet.
How long ago?
Okay. This was quite a few years ago, 07.
Oh.
So she doesn't live in California anymore. She moved to Arizona. But during this time, all the time, you know, just to make sure that she knew that, you know, she still owed me this money. And, you know, periodically I'd say, "Hey, Judgy, you know, about that loan."
When was the last time she affirmed that
she was going to pay me? Mm-hmm. She promised she was going to pay me something in April.
All right. Young lady?
I never agreed to pay her anything. This is what happened. So once I moved out, and, you know, I got into a relationship, got pregnant, you know, I was going through a financial hardship. And I explained to my grandmother, you know, I need help with, you know, some bills or whatever the case may be. So when I moved with my grandmother, she came to me and she said, "Look, I got this credit card. They sent me some checks. You know, I understand you need help with daycare. I understand you need help with your car, whatever." She wrote the checks, and at that point, I thought that that's what it was. Like, I never said, "I'm going to pay you back." It was never an agreement, like, nothing like that. I thought it was, like, because when we go to Sizzler and I pay for her senior citizen meals, I don't ask for a bill. I don't tell her to pay me back.
Okay, so let's establish this. 1, you've been getting child support from the father since 6 months after you had the child. I haven't paid grandma back. 2, you even suggest that if you have to pay her back $1,400 that she gave up, she should have to pay you for a meal at a senior citizens discount. What other characteristic do you want to tell us so that your friends can look at you and say, "I didn't know she was like that"?
No.
You thought she was a nice young lady.
I am. I just feel like when my grandmother had grandkids, you know, she signed the Declaration of Grandmothership. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your grandkids come to you, they need help, you help them. You know, you don't bring them to Judge Mathis.
If they break the contract, if they agreed to pay it, when's the last time she asked you to repay this loan?
Every time I come to visit her.
All right, what do you say? Last time.
I don't have it.
Oh, okay. You didn't say I don't owe you.
No, I said I don't have it.
Okay, so you owe her. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,425.
Thank you. Lovely young lady right here is, I love her to death, you know?
I mean, this is always one of my grandmother, so at the end of the day, she won. I gotta give her this money, so it's whatever.
Plaintiff Samantha Shepard says she met the defendant 5 years ago while she was dating the defendant's ex. Samantha says she and the defendant eventually became friends and roommates. But while living together, Samantha claims the defendant stopped paying bills and stole her property. So she's suing. Defendant Tiffany Nieves says when she and Samantha first became roommates, everything was fine. Until Tiffany got a boyfriend. Tiffany claims Samantha was rude to her boyfriend and made him feel uncomfortable. And she's countersuing for an illegal eviction.
Start with you.
I met Tiffany about 5 years ago through a mutual friend. She wasn't too fond of me because I was seeing someone who she previously dated. It was awkward because we would be in the same area at the same time. We had a lot of the same friends. So it made me feel really uncomfortable. There was always a lot of negative energy. So eventually I just confronted her and I asked her, like, what's the deal? Like, we should be friends still. There's no reason. This guy's not even involved with neither one of us anymore. We should just squash whatever it was and just be friends again. After that conversation we had, we became friends. We became very good friends. We were hanging out a lot. We did everything together. We celebrated birthdays, holidays. We went on vacation together. A few years later, we decided to move in with one another. And then...
That guy came back.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Not the same guy, but she started dating someone a couple of months after we were living together, and her priorities, to me, they just changed.
Like what?
Not only did I feel like I was living alone, I had responsibilities I was taking care of by myself. There were bills that weren't being paid, months that she wasn't working.
What was the agreement on the bills and the
Everything was split. Yes.
More of Judge Mathis when we return.
I told her that as soon as we got to court, she would have every piece of clothing that I had first.
What all is it?
It's a few t-shirts and a pair of jeans. I don't even own five pair of jeans. So for me to not find...
That's you. I know you don't. You want to pay your life bill.
When I act, if I do this, or if I do this, I'm totally in control. I don't have PBA, but if you're someone with pseudobulbar affect, you don't always get to choose. PBA causes frequent outbursts of uncontrollable crying or laughing in people with brain injuries or certain neurologic conditions. But PBA is treatable. Ask your doctor or go to pbavax.com.
Coughing, sniffling, and wishing you could stay in bed all day. When your cold is this bad, you need new Theraflu Express Max. Theraflu Express Max combines maximum strength medicines available without a prescription to fight your worst cold and flu symptoms, so you can feel better fast and get back to the job at hand. New Theraflu Express Max, the power to feel better.
Attention users of the blood thinners Xarelto and Pradaxa. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding.
If you took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered uncontrolled bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking one of these drugs, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now.
I'm Attorney Bob Goldwater. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and were then hospitalized for internal bleeding, call us right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
The makers of these drugs may be to blame for your internal bleeding. You deserve to be paid for what you've been through. Call the Goldwater Law Firm right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
The makers of Pradaxa have agreed to pay $650 million in settlements. If you took Pradaxa or Xarelto and were injured, call us right now.
Call now to see if you qualify. Call 1-800-279-9600. That's 1-800-279-9600. 1-800-279-9600.
Samantha Shepard is suing a former roommate who claims after she started dating her boyfriend, Samantha made him feel extremely uncomfortable.
Well, when we first moved in together, like she said, everything was perfect. We did everything together. And then I got into a relationship. And not to talk about her character, but the type of person she was just extremely nasty to him. And she made him feel uncomfortable. So most of the time, I would stay at his house.
Did you ever ask her why she treated him like that?
She's just like that. When I would ask her, like, if
why is it that she felt uncomfortable with him? She was just, I'm playing around, like, it's not that serious. But it made him feel uncomfortable, which I didn't want to be in the middle of. So whatever time I wanted to spend with him, I spent in his house. And whatever time I wanted to spend with her, I'd stay in my own house. I didn't know I had a time limit to be
with her.
To be with her or to be in my own home.
Right.
I was paying the rent. We did have an agreement on the bills.
Well, that's what she's disputing. Let's get to it. Ma'am, what do you say about the bill and the stolen property?
She paid the bills the first couple of months that we lived with one another, but around June, she had stopped working, and the friend that I was very lenient with her. I gave her time. I was very patient, but then it got to a point that I'm working 3 jobs. I'm paying everything by myself. My credit's getting messed up because her half isn't getting paid. And it got to a point where I had to ask her, either get your stuff together or move out, because it's not looking out for me.
She failed to pay?
From June to December, which is when she moved out.
All right. Now, it's 50% of the bill you're suing for?
Yes.
All right. You have any bills, or you have the estimate?
I have both CarNet and Verizon.
Okay. And what about this property you allege she stole from you?
After she had moved out, I asked her numerous times to return my clothing and any other belongings that she
took
had.
Your things? You have to tell me about that. How did she come up with
Just living with one another, we borrowed a lot of each other's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her kindly numerous times, please just return my stuff. And she agreed. She said, I'm going to bring you your stuff. So I text her again. Hey, do you think you're going to bring me my stuff this weekend? I have all your stuff packed. I'm going to bring it to you. And her boyfriend at the time texted me and said, she's going to do it this weekend because she's busy with work. And the weekend came. She never showed. So I texted her again. It was just a lot of me texting her and her saying okay and then not following through.
You have a list of the things she failed to return? Okay. Unreturned property, a total of $500, 6 dresses, 3 pair of jeans, 4 tops. Ma'am, what do you say to the utilities and to the clothing?
When I lost my job, so she had started a new job. So right then and there, we were both struggling. I don't recall her ever saying to me, oh, well, you have to pay this. I'm paying for it. We were both in the same boat. She wasn't paying it, and neither was I. I'll admit that I never paid for it, but she also didn't pay for her.
It's in my name.
It's in her name.
I don't have to pay if I don't want to. It's my name.
With the clothing, I had the clothes. I asked her, because I was still receiving mail at that apartment, I asked her, I said, I have some mail, especially like taxes and stuff, that I needed that were government official letters, and I needed those back. And she told me, well, I don't have those. Your landlord ripped them up. So I spoke to the landlord, and the landlord told me that she hadn't taken any of my mail. So I told her when she takes me to court, I would give her that clothing. That was my response to her. I told her that as soon as we got to court, she would have every piece of clothing that I had at first, which is not $500 worth. I do.
What all is it?
It's a few t-shirts and a pair of jeans. I don't even own 5 pair of jeans. So for me to not find...
Yes, you. I know you know. You want to pay your life bill.
Judge Mathis continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Mathis.
My cousin and my brother are just kings of getting drunk and stupid.
A lot of folks do all that destructive living and then pass somebody else the bill to pay for their lifestyle.
Next, Judge Mathis.
At Hastings & Hastings, we've been representing accident victims for over 35 years. Experience matters. If you've been injured in an accident, call now. Hastings & Hastings. Experience and our discount fee mean more money for you.
Open to the public. Mattress Man announces an emergency price reduction. For a limited time, stacks and stacks of high-quality name-brand mattresses reduced to liquidation prices. Mattresses $25, pillow tops $65, memory foam $95. Hurry in for same-day delivery or cash and carry. Layaway and financing available. Mattress Man is open 7 days at 2323 East Indian School Road in Phoenix. Call 602-522-2323. Mattress Man price reduction.
CenturyLink Prism TV has all your favorite channels, tons of live sports, and more, all in crystal clear HD.
Watch when and where you would with advanced features like our wireless set-top box, home DVR, and Prism on the go. And choose from a variety of great packages to fit your home. Call 800-525-6607 and get started with a Prism Essential TV bundle. You get TV plus up to 12 megs of CenturyLink internet, all for only $55 a month. This deal sounds great, especially if you love sports. Prism Essential TV and up to 12 megs of internet for only $55 a month. Score! Or if you love great movies. Hey, Clementine, go on and get Prism Essential TV with up to 12 megs of internet for only $55 a month. Yeah. Call 800-525-6607. Get started with Prism Essential TV plus up to 12 megs of internet speed. Just $55 a month for a year. Only from CenturyLink. Call and switch today. Closed captioning and other consideration for Judge Mathis provided by
Salonpas salutes you. People working hard to improve the world. You inspired us to improve these Salonpas pain relieving patches. 20% larger with better adhesion and more medicine to fight pain than ever before. Salonpas, the patch you love, improved.
We love chocolatey, creamy, with a little something extra.
Deliciousness.
Cookies
Or almonds.
yummy.
Hershey's is mine.
Yours.
Our chocolate.
Winter nasal congestion. Is it a cold, sinus pressure, allergies? For all of them, there's Allegra D, a maximum strength decongestant plus a powerful non-drowsy antihistamine for 24-hour relief. This winter, the answer is Allegra D.
Plaintiff Samantha Shepard is suing her former roommate, who claims after she started dating her boyfriend, Samantha made him feel extremely uncomfortable.
All right, your counterclaim for $1,000 for an illegal eviction. How does she owe you?
She says that I moved out in December, but I moved out in the middle of November. That's when she kicked me out. And
what were the circumstances regarding the eviction? You say
she didn't tell me. Her message to me was, she sent me a message while I was at work, and her text message to me was, I think you should move out because you're never home and you don't clean up.
Okay, she said, I think, and then what happened?
So then I asked if she was, like, I thought that she was kidding. So I was like, are you serious? And she was like, yeah, I'm serious. So when I came home, I started packing my things, and then she texted me, I believe, the next day saying, you're really going to move out and not help with whatever bills are left. And I was like, but you kicked me out, so which is why I'm getting my things.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything where she kicked you out. You want to repeat that?
She told me that she thinks I should move out.
Right, that's not kicking you out.
Okay.
That's I think, and you might say, well, I think not. Because she the next day clarified, are you really going to move out? That sounds like to me that when she said, I think you should, that you said, yeah, I agree. You tell me what was discussed.
My exact words was, maybe you should get your priorities straight and decide whether you want to live with me or move out. That's what I had said to her.
What are you reading from?
This is just our text messages going back and
So
forth.
you have the actual text
Yes, I
that
do.
you made reference
Yes, I
to.
do.
And
There's
what was
numerous.
her response?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
There's numerous times where she said she'll give me the money for the bills, and
Let's see it. Let's see what text messages you have there. 11:23. I can sit here and complain about 101 different things, but at the end of the day, you won't see where I'm coming from. It's really frustrating. This is you. So maybe you should get your priorities straight. Decide whether you want to live here or not, or move out. And your response is, I'm packing my tomorrow and I'm out, because since I don't have my priorities straight and you seem to think you can handle the next few months, I'll give you the rent for this month when it's due, and you can send me the bill for everything else. Yeah, you're reaffirming that you're going to pay. And you tried to deceive me, so I believe her about everything, about the clothes and everything else. You want the clothes back or the money? Because we don't know what she did with those clothes.
I would like the money.
Okay, well, I'll grant you your money judgment, $1,582, and dismiss your claim. It wasn't an illegal eviction. She said since you don't have your priorities straight, you should think about not living here. And your reaction was, I'll pack my stuff tomorrow, no problem. I won't live here. Look, I'm pretty big on these text messages. Yeah, I don't need you. I'll leave tomorrow. Now you're gonna. She threw me out. Tells you put a plan as your plans this week.
Glad this whole thing's over. I've been struggling for long enough.
I feel the same way. I'm glad it's just done, and I just want to end all ties.
Do you need fast cash from a trusted lender? Now you can get the cash you need from LoanMax Title Loans at the best rates in the industry. With a clean and clear car title photo ID, you can have cash in hand in just 15 minutes or less. No credit check, and you get to keep your car. It's so quick and easy. We beat the competition every day. For a location near you, call 877-511-CASH. LoanMax Title Loans. Take charge of your life today.
When I was in school, I learned that I could be anything I wanted to be. 62 million girls around the world do not have that chance. Join me in supporting the Let Girls Learn initiative by tweeting or Instagramming a photo of yourself with hashtag 62milliongirls and sharing what you learned in school. To learn more, visit 62milliongirls.com to find out how you can take action.
This now it's time for me to be something else. Being alive.
We're talking to you about real issues. Newsflash: women like sex.
For fresh